This program is prepared for the education of V4 Plus installation made by Midea Commercial Air Conditioning Department. If they are mounted outdoor units combined in the system, the length and the height drop of refrigerant pipes should meet the technical specifications. Shorten the length as near as possible to the specifications. When the capacity of system is equal to or less than 30 HP, total length of all the refrigerant pipes should be equal to or less than 350 meters, and the maximum piping length should be equal to or less than 150 meters. When the capacity of system is more than 30 HP, total length of all the refrigerant pipes should be equal to or less than 500 meters. The maximum piping length should be equal to or less than 175 meters. The drop height between indoor unit and outdoor unit should meet the following requirements. When the outdoor units are on the upper side, the drop height should be equal to or less than 50 meters. When the indoor units are on the upper side, the drop height should be equal to or less than 70 meters. The drop height between indoor units should be equal to or less than 15 meters. The maximum equivalent length from the first indoor branch to the furthest indoor unit should be equal to or less than 40 meters. According to the total capacity of indoor units, refer to this table to select the main pipe dimension and the branch model of indoor units. Refer to the manufacturer's recommended matching between indoor units and outdoor units. Exactly meet the requirements of pipe installation height and duct connection length. The quantity of indoor units in a system should not exceed the technical requirements. Cautions. One, the power to the units should be from a consistent power source. 2. Never use CCl, carbon tetrachloride, to clean the pipeline system. 3. Do not weld without nitrogen protection. 4. The branch pipes must be a horizontal installation. 5. The connecting refrigerant pipes must be copper pipe. Aluminum pipes are forbidden. 6. Insulating the gas line and the liquid line in the same insulating pipe is forbidden. 7. Do not install outdoor units in poorly ventilated locations. 8. Do not install the VRF system in machine rooms. 9. Do not bind the control wire and power wire together. 10. Do select the power wires according to the technical manual. One. Criterion of person operation and equipment storage. The installation person must wear uniform, safety helmet and wear license. During storage, seal the openings of the copper pipe with end covers and tape. Place the copper coil upright to avoid compressing deformation due to self-weight. Use wooden supports to ensure that the copper pipe is higher than the ground, so as to make the pipe dust-proof and waterproof. The V4 Plus VRF system uses R410A environmentally friendly refrigerant copper pipes, which are thicker than pipes used in R22 systems. The insulating material should be a suitable thickness, and the inner diameter should match the size of refrigerant pipes. because the system operation efficiency will be obviously affected by the branch pipes, so the branch pipes must be supplied by Midea. 2. Tools introduction and safety construction. During the air conditioning system installation, all the necessary tools must be prepared and operated properly. Impact drill, which has rotating drill, can moderate pressure, and has impact function, can easily work and improve working efficiency. Wrench, tighten the connection nut of copper pipes. Hexagon spanner, switch the high pressure and low pressure stop valve. Pipe cutter should be used to cut copper pipes. Flaring tool should be used to flare an end of copper pipe to connect to the air conditioning system. Pipe bender should be used to bend copper pipe correctly and avoid deformation. Pipe expander should be used to expand an end of copper pipe to connect to the same size copper pipe by welding. Bubble level, adjust the levelness of units. Vertical rule should be used to check the perpendicularity of units. Vacuum pump should be used to vacuum the air conditioning system. Pressure gauge should be used to check the pressure of the air conditioning system when charging refrigerant and during system operation. A style step ladder should be used. Do not use a defective ladder. A safety belt always must be used, and never stand on the top of a style step ladder. Safety belt must be used when working on a multi-level scaffold and other high-altitude operations. Three. Installation of indoor units and throttling parts. Locate indoor units to avoid blocking return air grill by furniture and decoration. Locating the indoor unit in the middle of the room is preferable. The distance of unit and walls should be suitable to enable air circulation. The bolt hole's location should correspond with the mounting holes of unit. Indoor units should be fixed tightly, using washers to absorb shock and decreasing noise. Use a bubble level to confirm the indoor unit is horizontally installed. Dust-proof precautions must be taken to prevent evaporator from being blocked after indoor unit installation is finished. The access opening, size at least 450 x 450 mm, should be open below the electrical control box for easy maintenance. Make sure air circulates freely. Prevent bad operating efficiency from reduced air circulation. Four. Installation of refrigerant pipes. The main processes of the refrigerant pipes installation consists of pipe cutting, insulation work, and installation work. First, measure the exact length of pipes based on the drawing. Use the pipe cutter to cut the pipes. Rotate and tighten the pipe cutter slowly to make sure there is no deformation on the copper pipes. Use scraper to remove the copper burrs at the cutting side of the pipe and incline the cutting side of the copper pipe so that the burrs won't enter the pipe. Clean the copper pipe with clean cotton cloth. After cutting the pipe, close the pipe openings with tape, and then insert the pipe into the insulation material. Apply insulation adhesive to the joint and wrap with insulation tape. Use no less than 5 cm wide tape to tape around the pipes to prevent water from condensing. After pipe insulation work is completed, install the refrigerant pipes according to the schematic design drawing. When the system is operational, the refrigerant pipes tend to shake or tremor. To avoid damage from tremors, please affix energy absorption fitting with C-clamp. Confirm the location of suspension supports according to the drawing. The distance between two suspension supports must accord with the local code specifications. The distance between two horizontal suspension supports. The distance between two vertical suspension supports. First, make a mark at the location where the expansion bolt should be affixed. Then drill a hole at the mark and hammer the expansion bolt into the hole. Screw the suspension supports into the expansion bolt. Install the refrigerant pipe horizontally. Measure the distance from hoop's center to the ceiling to confirm the position of hoops. Put the pipes into hoops and affix them. Protective material and the energy absorption fitting must be used at the contact surface between hoops and copper pipes to prevent insulation material being worn away. In order to prevent rain from entering room, the through hole in the wall must slope to the outer side. Insert the PVC protective pipe into the hole, and then pass the refrigerant pipe through the hole. In order to prevent dust from going inside the pipes, the openings of the refrigerant pipes must be sealed. If the length of copper pipes is not sufficient, we have to expand the openings of one copper pipe and then welding it with another pipe. After refrigerant pipe installation work has been completed, and before being connected to indoor units, the openings of pipes should be covered to prevent dust and water going inside the pipes. 5. Installation of branch pipe. Branch pipe should be horizontally installed. The length between corner of copper pipe and adjacent branch pipe should be equal to or more than 1 meter. The length of straight pipe between two branch pipes should be equal to or more than 1 meter. The length of straight pipe which connect to the indoor unit should be equal to or more than 0.5 meter. Welding work must be done by certified plumber with welding license. If welding without nitrogen, the copper pipe will be oxided or may rust. So before welding, we must charge nitrogen into the pipes. the pressure of the nitrogen should be 0.02 to 0.03 ampere. Oxidation will block the refrigerant system and lead to many kinds of problems, such as compressor damage, poor cooling efficiency, and so on. Keep the correct distance between oxygen and acetylene tanks when welding pipes. The flame should be vertically to the welding position. Preheat the copper pipe until it becomes pink. Fill the welding rod into the welded joint. The welding rod should be melted by the copper pipe instead of direct flame. The welded joint should be smooth and level, and should be wiped clean. After welding work has been finished, charge the nitrogen continuously until the copper pipes cool down completely. Otherwise, oxidation will also produce inside the pipe. Branch pipes must be installed horizontally. Otherwise, the refrigerant will flow into indoor units unequally, which will cause poor air conditioning issues. 6. Flushing. After refrigerant pipes have been installed, start the flushing of the lines. Charge nitrogen into the refrigerant pipes to flush. The pressure of nitrogen is 0.5 ampere. First, before flushing, plug up the openings of the pipes. Second, use a wood block, which is encased by cotton cloth, to plug up the openings. When your hand feels the pressure from the pipe, remove the wood block suddenly. Repeat the operation for 3 to 4 times. Pipeline flushing should follow this order. First, flush the pipes which connect to indoor units. Second, flush the vertical pipes in pipe well. Third, flush the pipes which connect to outdoor units. Seven. Installation of indoor unit. Install the throttle box vertically. Use stamping pads to affix it. Flare the end of copper pipe, then connect it to the indoor unit. The flaring of pipes should be rounded, no cracks, no scarring, and no burrs. For 4-way cassette unit, the electrical expansion valve box is in the back of indoor unit. Should be connected to the gas pipe first, and then connect the throttle box to the indoor unit. Lubricate the connector with compressor oil, then connect the nut with the inlet pipe of evaporator. Use spanner to tighten the nut. Air pressure test and branch pipe insulation. After pipe installation work has been completed, conduct air pressure test. Connect a gas pipe and liquid pipe with U-shaped connecting pipe. Charge nitrogen into the refrigerant pipe to check leakage. 3 steps as follows. First, charge nitrogen by 0.3 ampere for more than 3 minutes. If the pressure drops down, check for a large decrease in pressure. Second, charge nitrogen by 1.5 ampere for more than 3 minutes. If the pressure drops down, check for a small decrease in pressure. Finally, charge nitrogen by 4.0 ampere for more than 24 hours. If the pressure does not drop, it means there is no leakage in the system. After air pressure test, the pressure of system should drop down to 0.5 to 1 ampere, so as not to damage the solenoid valves. (9) Installation of drain pipe. Insulate the drain pipe with the appropriate diameter heat insulation material. Use the flame retardant B1 gray rubber pipe as the heat insulation material. Refer to this table to select the thickness of heat insulation pipe. Keep a 1/100th slope of drain pipe to ensure condensing water drains smoothly. Distance of pipe supporters are 0.8 to 1 meter. Install an air vent on the top of drain pipe, and the air vent outlet should direct downward to ensure smooth drainage. Each unit should have a separate drain pipe to avoid water flowing backwards. Connect the drain pipe to the drainage outlet using a pipe clamp to affix it. Never bond with glue for convenient removal during maintenance. Installation of lifting water pipe. Make a lifting water pipe according to the drawing. The lifting height is about 340 millimeters. Apply adhesive to connect pipes. And then insert it into the insulation. Confirm the location of the bowl with vertical rule and make a mark. Drill holes and screw expansion bolts into the wall and ceiling. Affixing the drain pipe, and then apply adhesive to connect it to the flexible drain pipe. Saw to the correct size, then connect it to the main drain pipe. Install a U-trap in order to prevent condensing water flowing back when the unit turns off, and install a drain plug for common maintenance. After finishing the installation of drain pipe system, fill the pipes with water. Make sure there is water coming out from the drainage outlet. Make water leakage test on the drain pipe system. Completely fill the pipes with water and leave the pipes filled for 15 minutes. Check the connections and make marks if there is leakage. Then drain out the water. Repair the leakages. After that, check for leaks again. 10. Installation of electrical wires. Enclose power wires and signal wires in a separate electrical conduit pipe. Seal with insulating tape. Power wires and signal wires must be equipped with wire connectors. The signal wire must be more than 0.75 square millimeters 3-core shielding wires. Communication wires among indoor units must connect in series, installed strictly according to the wiring diagram. The main power of indoor units and outdoor units must be separated. Current leakage protection switch and manual switch should be equipped in the main lines. Power all the indoor units with the same power supply. Power the outdoor units with a different power source. Wiring of indoor units. Remove the cover of electrical control box. Inside there are wiring terminals of power wires and signal wires. Connect the 220 voltage power wires and the grounding wire. Connect the signal wires and grounding wire. There are two ways to set the address code of indoor unit: auto addressing and remote addressing. The address of each indoor unit is unique. Processes of addressing. 1. Press lock for 5 seconds on the remote controller to enter the address setting interface. Press lock again for 5 seconds to exit the setting interface. 2. Check the address code. In the address setting interface, press on/off to enter sending state. Press mode to send the code checking command. Three. Set the address code. In the address setting interface, press on/off to enter sending state. Press speed to send the code setting command. Press up and down to modify the address code. You can check a new address in checking or setting interface. Heat insulating work. After finishing installation of refrigerant pipes and drain pipes, repair the pipe insulation. Processes of repairing insulation. Cut off the broken insulating material first, then cut a new insulating pipe 5 to 10 centimeters longer than the broken one. Cutting edge of the insulating pipe should be flat. Insulate the exposed copper pipe. Apply adhesive to connect the insulating pipe. Finally, seal the connecting joints with insulating tape. Installation of duct and reservation of air inlet and outlet. It is recommended to use aluminum foil composite phenolic foam panel to make air ducts. First, confirm the size and the length according to the schematic diagram before making air ducts. Electric router with 45 degrees cutting tool can be used. or a single blade hand cutter with a 45 degrees guide are used to cut out the V-shaped slot. Single blade box cutter is used to cut off the panels. Straight edge ruler is used to draw straight lines on panels. Ensure cutting in a straight line. Plastic scraper is used to make the aluminum foil tape smooth. Processes of making air duct. Normally, the size of aluminum foil composite phenolic foam panel is 1,200 mm wide and 4,000 mm long. Draw the cutting lines, V-shaped slot lines, and 45 degrees angle lines on the panel according to the size of ducts and the width of panels. Make the cut. Single blade hand cutter with a 45 degrees guide is used to cut out the V-shaped slot. In order to avoid errors, cutters must be held tightly to the straight edge ruler. Confirm the cutting size according to the schematic diagram. Apply adhesive on the cutting edge. Wait until the adhesive is dry. Assemble cutting panels to a dot. Use plastic scraper to smooth the surface. Dot forming. Confirm the dot cementation is reliable. Clean the connecting joint. And then paste the pressure-sensitive aluminum foil tape on it from end to end. Smooth the tape with plastic scraper. Make sure it is firm enough. First, clean the connecting part of duct. Apply adhesive on it. Connect two ducts together firmly. Finally, confirm the sizes and angles are in accord with the schematic diagram. Duct lifting. Use through-thread bolts as the suspension supports. Install a bar and a rubber pad under the duct. Affix with flat rings, spring rings, and nuts. Air outlet, air inlet, and access port should be open according to the system installation diagram. put the air vent into the openings. Make sure it is flush to the ceiling. Affix the air vent with self-tapping screws tightly. Installation of outdoor unit. Installation space. Select the locations of outdoor units according to installation space requirements. 1. Distance to the left or right wall should be equal to or more than 1000 mm. 2. Distance to the front or rear wall should be equal to or more than 1000 mm. 3. Distance between two units should be equal to or more than 100 mm. 4. Distance from the top outlet to the wall should be equal to or more than 2000 mm. Installation of outdoor unit. First, construct the foundation. The foundation should be shaped rectangular or square. All the outdoor units in one system should be installed at the same level. Vibration absorption pads are required between foundation and outdoor unit. Fasten the unit with 5 10 mm expansion bolts and flat washers. Electrical wiring of outdoor unit. Power wires should be protected by plastic corrugated conduit pipe, being laid in metal encasement from power distribution box to outdoor units. First, remove the cover of electric control box, sealing the end of plastic corrugated pipe with black insulating tape. Avoid water entering the pipe. Using cable clamp to equip wire connectors on power wires. Sealing connectors with tape separately. The color of tape must correspond to the wire's color. Connect the power wires and ground wire correctly. The communication wires must be 3-core shielding wires. Connect to the wiring terminal according to the wiring diagram. The shielding layer must have reliable grounding. After finishing wiring, install the cover. Instructions of wiring terminals. CCMO2, centralized controller of outdoor units, is connected to K1, K2, and E. If there's a building system, digital electric meter is connected to O and A. CCMO3, centralized controller of indoor units, is connected to X, Y, and E. Communication wires between indoor units and outdoor units are connected to P, Q, and E. Communication wires among outdoor units are connected to H1, H2, and E. Instructions of outdoor units address setting. NET address. All the outdoor units in one system should be the same. NUM address. Number 0 is the master. Number 1, 2, 3 are slaves. Air pressure test. After completing all the installation of refrigerant pipes, Make an air pressure test with nitrogen. Connect a pressure gauge to the lower pressure valve. In order not to damage stop valves of outdoor units for high testing pressure, charge nitrogen by 1.5 ampere for 12 hours. Vacuum. Processes of vacuum. First, power on the indoor units and keep in standby mode. Then, create a vacuum at the gas line and the liquid line at the same time. Vacuum tools. 4 liters per second vacuum pump. 5.3 ampere pressure gauge. One end of pressure gauge should be connected to vacuum pump. High and low pressure line of the gauge should be connected to the high end and low pressure valve of outdoor unit respectively. Vacuum test should last longer than 2 hours. The vacuum pressure should reach minus 0.1 ampere to ensure no water and no air in the system. Water and air in an air conditioning system will lead to some malfunctions, such as high discharge temperature, ice clogging in refrigerant pipes, which will do harm to the air conditioning system. 16. Charging additional refrigerant. As the refrigerant connecting pipes are long, so it is needed to recharge amount of refrigerant. The recharge volume of refrigerant should be calculated by this table and formula. The refrigerant must be specified by Midea. Charge refrigerant at the liquid side. Use an electronic scale to confirm the charging volume. If there is too much refrigerant in the system, the discharge pressure will be too high, and operating current will be too large. If the system is lacking refrigerant, the discharge temperature will be too high, and operating current will be too low. The system performance will be decreased. 17. Commissioning. First, power on the outdoor units for 24 hours to preheat the refrigerant oil in compressors. Open the caps of high and low pressure valves. Turn hexagon spanner counterclockwise to open the 2 valves. Check the number of indoor units on PCB, printed circuit board, if it is different from the quantity of indoor units. Check the addresses of indoor units and ensure the communication wires between indoor units is fastened. Operating current and pressure must meet requirements of the technical specifications. Confirm the outdoor fans are running normally. No extraneous noise. The outlet and inlet temperature of indoor units must meet the technical specification requirements. Calculate the air volume through air speed. Make sure it is in accord with the value on the nameplate. This is an explanation of the installation of V4 Plus system. If you need more information or assistance, please contact us.